Good evening, everybody. I want to take a moment to say thank you to our distinguished guests, faculty members, parents, and most importantly, our class of 2023. It's with great pleasure and pride that tonight I get to stand before you and start this momentous occasion, a milestone in our lives as we gather here to celebrate the incredible individuals. Please join me in standing for our national anthem being performed by our group of Wauwatosa West students.
Bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave on the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, everybody. I am so excited to be here tonight. My name is Leah Claybor, and I have had the privilege of being an administrator at Wauwatosa West for the last 5 years. Tonight is about you, graduates, and I have the privilege of introducing our first speaker tonight. You are going to be hearing from Miss Caroline Callahan. She is an outstanding student. She has been on the soccer team, the volleyball team, the Spanish National Honor Society. She was in the pilot year of our Trojan Way athletic leadership team. And let's hear it for the Trojan dance team, 2-time state champions. She led that team as well. Tonight, she is dedicating this speech to her grandparents who have been there all along her high school way. Let's give it up for Caroline.
Hello, class of 2023. I'm pretty sure I'm feeling more confused than you all are seeing me standing up here. Unless you're my parents, who have no idea I'm giving this speech today, so surprise. I think we all know I wasn't valedictorian, but I do have words I would love to share. For all of us, graduation marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. As Taylor Swift once said, this is the golden age of something good and right and real. We're leaving behind what is familiar, and whether or not we want to, we're all moving forward. I would assume that every single one of us has experienced a wave of emotions as things have begun to wrap up. And that's okay. It's okay to feel emotional. It's okay to be confused. I mean, I think we all know I couldn't make a decision about college for the life of me. Or as my parents have said, your indecisiveness might just be the death of us. But during this time, I've been reminded time and time again that we still have our lives ahead of us. As we move on to college, work, or whatever comes next, we'll always carry a piece of Tosa West with us. We'll carry the friendships, memories, and the lessons we've learned. And with that, we have the privilege of carrying those experiences into our next chapters. We face challenges as severe as a global pandemic, overcome obstacles like not knowing which days our cohorts are allowed to come into school. And we've pushed through some of the toughest battles, whether that was physical or mental. So let's take a moment to celebrate our incredible achievements. Let's congratulate ourselves for all the hard work that went into it. Whether it was singing our hearts out like Eleanor Hannon, organizing meaningful activities like Keegan Schmidt and Charlie Nortrup, Or maybe it was a 30-minute drive from Muskego that left you constantly late to school and getting yelled at by Miss Looker and my parents. We have all accomplished so much as a class and as individuals. I have no doubt that those successes will continue for each and every single one of us. As we prepare to say goodbye to high school, it's hard not to feel a sense of nostalgia and sadness. For many of us, these past 4 years have been some of the most transformative years of our lives. We've shared memories, grown up together, and made experiences that we will hold for a lifetime. We've shared laughs, like when Matthew Byrne pulled out an impressive headspring at senior sunrise. We've cried together. Maybe they were tears of sadness, like when the boys had to end their football season after working years on end. Or maybe they were tears of joy, like when TDT finally became back-to-back state champs. I was lucky enough to be a part of that experience, and let me tell you, it was unforgettable. None of which would be possible without Annie Shaw, who I love so much. We've supported each other through thick and thin, whether that's against Toasty East or sticking together during TP Wars. One thing that I've learned throughout my high school experience is how important it is to embrace who you are as an individual, to be true to yourself and love who you are on the inside. I know it can be challenging not to worry about what others think. I mean, I'm literally being a hypocrite right now because all I'm thinking is I hope nobody's bored out of their minds listening to me right now. Well, anybody other than my little brothers. But what I'm trying to say is that not everybody's going to love you. That's literally impossible. But what I know is possible is the ability for each and every single one of us to love ourselves. You only get one life to live. Don't spend it comparing or wishing you were someone else. Unless it's Beyonce, because who wouldn't want to be her? But what I'm trying to say is that beauty shines from within. That doesn't require money, time in the gym, or makeup. I am well aware of how talented our class is, and I know that as we move on to our next chapters, we will continue to spread positivity and kindness into the world, to be who we truly are and to not fear what others have to say. I'm a strong believer that it's important to step out of your comfort zone and to try new things. While it can be scary to try something unfamiliar, it's often the best way to learn and grow. By challenging ourselves and pushing our limits, we are given the opportunity to discover new passions and strengths. I believe it's important to embrace new experiences and take advantage of every opportunity that comes our way, even if that means going out of your comfort zone. It's not always easy, but I do know that the rewards of trying something new are worth it. The future is full of endless possibilities, and I can't wait to see what's in store for us. But now it's time to move on. It's time to say goodbye to the familiar and step out into the unknown. Let's take all the experiences and all the memories we've made and use them to create a bright and exciting future. Let's say goodbye and reflect on all we've accomplished, to thank our teachers, administrators, friends, family, and coaches that have supported us along the way. Which I would like to add a special thank you to Miss Beek and Miss Looker. Both of these women have a huge impact on the person I am today. Miss Beek constantly looking out for me and dropping everything whenever I need help. And Miss Looker, she knows me better than I know myself. If anyone knows Looker, you'll believe me when I say that woman will no doubt give it to you straight. But what's more important is that she always has your best interest in hand. I am so beyond grateful for these powerful women guiding me through my past 4 years. As I wrap this up, I want to remind us that we'll always be connected, always be a part of each other's stories, and let's take comfort in knowing that no matter where life takes us, we'll always have the memories of high school to look back on and cherish. Congratulations, class of 2023, and in the words of Elle Woods, we did it!
Hello, my name is Annabelle Wooster, and I have been given the honor of introducing Superintendent Dr. Damon Means. Dr. Means has been with Wauwatosa Schools for almost 2 years. As superintendent, he is the glue that holds our district together. He is visible at school events, sports games, and concerts, and he is especially passionate about diversity and inclusion within all Wauwatosa public schools. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Superintendent Means to the stage.
Good evening. Welcome to families and friends and loved ones. Welcome, graduates of 2023. I would like to congratulate you on this fine accomplishment, one of the greatest accomplishments of your life, becoming a high school graduate. Graduations are special because we get to celebrate you, but this is the moment where you get to celebrate your families. A graduation only happens because there are loved ones and families who have supported you throughout this process. So what I would like you to do at this time is to find your family, stand up, and blow them a kiss or a virtual hug. Please, give them the love that they all deserve. Thank you, graduates. Graduates, you are set to embark on the most exciting and mysterious journey of your life, post-high school. Regardless of your chosen pathway, career, military service, or college, you will be confronted with challenges. Dr. Martin Luther King once said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." I can guarantee you, graduates, you will face challenge and controversy as you move into this next phase of your life. The real question is, how will you respond to this test? How will you treat people who mistreat you? How will you address and love people who attack you and take your name, your good name, in vain? These are the true questions of life. I'm reminded of a portion of my favorite poem, If. The poem starts like this: "If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or be lied about, don't deal in lies, or be hated, don't give way to hating. And yet, don't look too good nor talk too wise." The author of the poem ends the poem this way: If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. I'll just make that a revision for the 21st century and say, and you'll be a woman, my lady. Graduates, you are ready for the next phase of your life. What we would like you to do is to run your race the best way you can. And make sure that you take risk, that you don't pause and not take things the way you want them to go. Make sure that you are the best version of yourself. As you walk away from Wauwatosa West for the final time this evening, walk in confidence that you're ready for any challenge that comes your way. But more importantly, walk away knowing that all of us here in the Wauwatosa School District are with you in spirit, that we support you, and we wish you the very best. Graduates, thank you for all you've done for this school, for this community, for this school district. Let's have a great graduation. Thank you so much.
I am up here again with the privilege of announcing another remarkable young woman from Tosa West. We have Ariana Street presenting next. Yes. Ariana's list of accomplishments is also long. She was on the cheer team, Key Club, mock trial, Spanish National Honor Society. She was the best wicked stepsister we could have asked for. And after 1 year in forensics, she was a state champion in poetry. I think we're going to see tonight why her speaking skills are phenomenal. Welcome Ariana up to the stage, please.
Graduates, loved ones, and faculty members, it is an honor to be on stage speaking to you today. And I'm so grateful to Wauwatosa West for the privilege of being one of your commencement speakers. As the superlative most likely to become president winner, I find it fitting that I'm giving a speech. First, I just want to say that this speech will not have a lingering theme of perseverance because we all persevered through a pandemic. Yes, we did. But this is not that type of speech. So many of us try so hard trying to be perfect, trying to survive any and everything that comes our way, when really we should just focus on being ourselves because we are better than perfect. So, instead of talking only about accomplishments, I want to start with a focus on the things we didn't persevere through, or achieve, I should say. Wauwatosa West class of 2023 is a group of students who know when to accept failure. We don't push and push like we're Dora the Explorer, trying to solve every problem. We embrace failure. We don't let it exclude us. We breathe failure instead of letting it suffocate us. And I know some of you guys in the audience, maybe family members or graduates, are thinking, did she just call us losers? Yes, I did. But what I'm also saying is that we are comfortable, confident, and ironically successful losers. We are losers who know when it is okay to lose and when it is not okay to lose. Like not graduating. That's a loss that we just can't accept. But getting a B in an AP class so we don't lose hours of sleep due to stress is a challenge that we know we probably won't win. Some of us had to outweigh the pros and cons of that one club or sport, and we usually made the best decision. Or we second-guessed ourselves on the tests, and when we checked Infinite Campus later, we were grateful that we did. Because just because you're a loser sometimes doesn't mean that you can't win ever. These experiences and lessons are ones that we learned from greatly, even if we didn't realize it. A poem titled Somewhere in America speaks of similar lessons. It says, "The greatest lessons will not come from your syllabus. The greatest lessons you will ever learn, you will not even remember." There is a certain necessity to these types of lessons, and I believe that to learn these lessons that are beyond the bookmark or smartboard, you have to have a certain level of intelligence, and this class definitely has that. Where did we gain this intelligence? I don't know. Maybe it's what some of us learned in psychology, innate intelligence. Or maybe it was the countless lessons on y equals mx plus b. You see, you do use it outside of the classroom. I remember one of these great lessons that we were all taught freshman year when our former principal, Mr. Calarco, gathered us into the auditorium and sat us down, told us we were misbehaving and that we needed to fix the way we carried ourselves in the school. I also remember that hardly any of us were misbehaving or carried ourselves in a negative way, but I digress. What I mean by bringing this up is that we were intelligent enough to take what he said, even though we believed that it did not truly pertain to us, and we learned from it. Not just in life, not just in school. Now, as life has passed, we have turned from misbehaving freshmen into mature seniors. And this year, the 2023 graduate Instagram page that shows almost all of the seniors and their after high school plans showed us just what losers can truly do. We are going to be dispersed throughout the country, accepting things we can't change, failing left and right, but in the end, we will always find a way to be successful. Like the many varsity athletes sitting here graduating tonight, all the students who struggled through AP chemistry, but still passed. The graduates who had to conduct studies for AP research, filling up our inboxes with, "Please do this survey." The phenomenal dance team who win state and nationals like every year. The ASSE team who worked so hard for that 5th place national title. Or the Tosa West Trojan players who have a group of talented students who absolutely bring the house down every time. We all bring the house down every time in our lives. Big or small, when we choose that a challenge matters too much to lose, we achieve it. And we do so with so much brilliance. Guys, We are taking our brilliance to colleges and trade schools and gap year programs and the military and jobs. I know the time seemed long and the road seemed endless, but these 4 years weren't all bad. The wonderful classmates, cool dances, amazing sports teams, and delightful school communities made these years spectacular. Whether you believe it or not, we will carry these things that we've learned and experienced at West with us forever. Yes, we have just finished a chapter of our lives and closed the book. But don't worry, life is a book series. We have many more dynamic and static characters to meet, many more character conflicts, and many more story plot holes that we just can't seem to make sense of. But remember, when we find ourselves in these moments when we can't make meaning out of it, embrace the failure. Us losers are pretty good at that. Okay, all jokes aside, I have just one last remark. Although we don't always follow her lead, we can still quote the very famous, clever Dora the Explorer. We did it! Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alina Zhang, and here I am honored to introduce our principal, Mr. Gallo, our dynamic and delight school principal who joined our school this year. In just a short amount of time, Principal Gallo has already made a significant impact on our education journey. Fostering a positive and inclusive environment where students thrive, staff flourish, and the entire school community comes together. It is my pleasure to welcome to the stage Principal Gallo.
Thank you, Alina. Good afternoon, or good evening, graduates, board members, faculty, parents, families, and guests. This is a portion of today's program where we take the opportunity to recognize the students of the class of 2023 who have especially distinguished themselves through their academic achievement. We are about to recognize the members of the class of 2023 who have achieved at the highest levels. At this time, I would like to recognize our seniors who have made it to the head of their class by achieving the highest cumulative grade point averages among their peers. The class of 2023 has 11 valedictorians and 2 salutatorians. Would Max Almazan, Stephen Avi, Sydney Badashong, Sarah Cape, Eleanor Hanen, Connor Nykirk, Alexa Pitcher, Amanda Schaefer, Konstantinos Turlokis, Hannah Vinadell, Annabelle Wooster, Eliana Jones, and Zachary Nowacek please join me on stage. Max Almazan has demonstrated extraordinary scholarship over the past 4 years. They have maintained a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average. Max is a member of the Art National Honor Society and Spanish Honor Society. They will attend Marquette University this fall to pursue a degree in mathematics. Congratulations, Max. Stephen Avi maintained a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average during his 8 semesters of high school. Stephen is a member of the National Honor Society, German National Honor Society, and Student Senate. Stephen plans to attend the University of Wisconsin-Madison, majoring in data science and ecology. Congratulations, Stephen. Sydney Batsiong, stress on the first syllable, not to be read out loud, has maintained a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average throughout her high school career. Sydney served as secretary for the Wauwatosa West chapter of the Wisconsin Junior League and participated in the Milwaukee Youth Symphony Orchestra. Sydney will attend Belmont University in the fall, majoring in illustration. Congratulations, Sydney Badsian. Sarah Cape maintained a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average during her 8 semesters at West. Sarah is a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, Feminist Student Union, Student Senate, and APSI. She will attend the University of Wisconsin-Madison in the fall, majoring in international relations and political science. Congratulations, Sarah. Eleanor Hannen also maintained a perfect 4.0 grade point average during her high school career. Eleanor is a member of the National Honor Society, Key Club, German National Honor Society, and the Wisconsin Math League. She will attend the University of the Arts in Philadelphia in the fall, majoring in musical theater. Congratulations, Eleanor. Connor Nykirk maintained a perfect 4.0 grade point average during his 8 semesters of high school. Connor is a member of the National Honor Society and Spanish Honor Society. He will attend the University of Wisconsin-Madison in the fall, majoring in business. Congratulations, Connor. Alexa Pitcher also has a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average. Alexa is a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, and is an officer in Key Club. She will attend Wheaton College in the fall. Congratulations, Alexa. Amanda Schaefer has maintained a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average. Amanda is a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, Key Club, Link Crew, APSI, and Best Buddies. She will attend the University of Wisconsin-Madison in the fall, majoring in neurobiology with a minor in criminal justice. Congratulations, Amanda. Konstantinos Torlukas has maintained a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average throughout his high school career. Konstantinos is a member of the National Honor Society and German National Honor Society. He will attend the University of Wisconsin-Madison, majoring in chemistry and pre-med. Congratulations, Konstantinos. Hannah Wienendahl also maintained a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average. Hannah is a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, and is an officer in Key Club. She will attend the University of Tennessee, Knoxville to study nursing. Congratulations, Hannah. Annabelle Wooster also has a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average. Annabelle is a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, Student Senate, and Key Club. She will attend the University of Missouri in the fall to study broadcast journalism. Congratulations, Annabelle. Eliana Jones has earned the distinction of salutatorian of the class of 2023. Eliana is a member of the Spanish Honor Society. She will attend Marquette University in the fall, majoring in pre-law with an emphasis on social welfare and justice. Congratulations, Eliana. Zachary Nowacek also earned the distinction of salutatorian of the class of 2023. Zachary is a member of the National Honor Society, National French Honor Society, International Thespian Society, Best Buddies, and Link Crew. He will attend Washington University in St. Louis with a double major in political science and mathematics. Congratulations, Zachary. Audience, please join me in congratulating our valedictorians and salutatorians. There are many other members of this graduating class who have distinguished themselves in the classroom through service to others. You may have noticed that the large number of graduates are wearing a white stole over their gowns. This stole signifies that they are members of the National Honor Society. They have earned that membership by maintaining a cumulative 3.5 grade point average or better, as well as demonstrating leadership, character, and service to others. In addition, they have been recommended for membership in the NHS by a faculty committee. Would the members of the National Honor Society please stand at this time? Let's give them a round of applause. please remain standing. Another distinguished group of graduates are those students who are wearing a gold cord around their necks, which signifies the receipt of an honors diploma. In order to qualify for this special diploma, the student must maintain a cumulative 3.33 grade point average over 8 semesters and successfully complete an advanced placement course with a 3.0 grade point average for both semesters. Would the members of the class of 2023 who have earned the right to wear the gold cord and receive an honors diploma, who are not already standing, please stand. Please join me in congratulating them as well. And students, please remain standing. The third group of distinguished graduates are those graduating with honors. They can be recognized by the gold tassel that they are wearing on their caps. In order to graduate with honors, a student must have at least a 3.33 cumulative grade point average. With those students graduated with honors, please join those already standing. And let's give this group a big round of applause. Students, you may be seated. All of our students will set off on their own unique paths following our ceremony today. Before proceeding, I'd like to recognize a special group that will leave us to continue a path of service to all of us as they serve in the U.S. military. When you hear your name, please stand to be recognized. Julius Gibbs will be serving in the U.S. Army. Angela Seifer will be serving in the National Guard. And Lola Dwyer will be serving in the U.S. Coast Guard. At this point, could we have any members of our audience who are veterans themselves please stand and join these students? And let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you for your service. And you may be seated.
My name is Alexa Pitcher, and it is my pleasure to introduce our faculty speaker for this evening. This teacher has been teaching at West for 9 years, teaching various classes in the social studies department. I think almost all of the students who had him would say that we really appreciated how he made learning fun in his classroom and always wanted to connect with students. And of course, the Friday morning donuts will be missed. At this time, would you please join me in welcoming Mr. Chris Bennis to the stage?
Thank you, Lexi. So a graduation ceremony on the football field, under the lights, with fireworks to follow, for a guy who was once a 150-pound teenager with bad asthma, this is truly my Friday Night Lights moment. I also realize that much like a football game, I'm on the clock and should probably get down to business. After all, there are folks here who are already going to be up well past their bedtime. Am I right, grandparents? Looker? I think she's in bed already. All kidding aside, the opportunity to take this stage to address you, the graduates, your families and friends, and everyone else from this community who understand the significance of this accomplishment is humbling, and I could not be more appreciative of this moment. There are very few things that cause people to press the pause button on their lives in order to gather in the manner that we have tonight, and that is to be cherished. There are some very loud voices who have attempted to convince us that high school graduation is not truly an accomplishment, that it is not to be celebrated and carries no real value. Kirk Gibson, former Major League Baseball player and the then manager of the Arizona Diamondbacks, skipped his son's high school graduation ceremony in favor of managing a baseball game. When asked why he made the choice he did, Gibson famously replied, "You're supposed to graduate." Regardless of the graduating class, I would tell them that he was wrong, and anyone who agrees with him is wrong. But they would be even more incorrect if talking about the class of 2023. There will never be another graduating class like the class of 2023. You had and dealt with all the expected ups and downs associated with being teenagers and navigating your way towards adulthood, adapting to a new school, making new friendships, and mourning the loss of some old ones, spending every single day trying to figure out who you are and what you value, falling in and out, and maybe back in and out of love a few times, only to realize that maybe it was not meant to be. Juggling jobs, research papers, and projects, extracurriculars, and all the other demands on your time. Coping with the unmistakable pain that comes with losing someone you love, and doing all of this in the midst of a global pandemic. You were sent home in March of your freshman year with no idea of when you would return to school. When you did come back in the fall, you soon realized that this was school as you had never encountered it before. Masks, distancing, Zoom. Oh my, that was so unintended. Oh my, that's horrifying. Lunch in the gym and the theater, thank you, Mr. Steffen, and anywhere else where we could fit you. Cohorts, so at least you learned a new vocabulary term. I guarantee you had never heard that one before. A teacher in a yellow hazmat suit. The distance that COVID imposed upon you was not merely physical. It robbed you of countless experiences and interactions that are essential in our quest to live and love and find ourselves. So fast forward to your senior year and things getting back to normal. The class of 2023 made a decision, maybe not a conscious one, but a decision nonetheless. You decided to live life. You decided that you were going to make up for lost time and experience everything that would bring you some sense of joy. You led our school through a year that may be one of the most in our school's history, and you did it with passion and conviction. School dances, all school assemblies that force us to stop and think and appreciate the differences that exist in our school community. Learning the names of countless new teachers, administrators, and staff members. Theater productions and athletic contests and music concerts and art shows and award ceremonies, and along the way, you reminded us all of the amazing things that our students are capable of accomplishing when given the opportunity. You brought West back to life, and for that, we will be forever grateful. That takes me to my next thought, and it is the importance of expressing gratitude whenever it exists. Very few things in life are as impactful as expressions of gratitude, as they make others aware of the positive impact they have on our lives. I know that the life of a teacher is glamorous, and you would think that those of us who do this for a living would be most thankful for the cars, a 2012 Honda Odyssey minivan that needs considerable work, the houses, the home, and the celebrity status. Check out the AP US History Instagram page. I've done this long enough to know that what makes me most thankful and what brings me and my colleagues joy and happiness is you. And I would be remiss if I did not take the time to thank you for the opportunity you have given me and given us to be a small part of your lives. Thank you to Mari Schuber for your positive energy, your thoughtfulness, and for asking me at least 20 times over the last few weeks if I had written my speech yet. Thank you to Jordan Nash for telling the best stories that always left me asking you, wait, really? That happened? Thank you to Olivia Veit, Sarah Cape, Matthew Byrne, Annabelle Wooster, and countless others for your impassioned leadership and sincerest desire to make West the best possible school for everyone. Thank you to Araya Sanders, Camille Sokol, Jordan Nash, and Lily Weissar, and everyone else who contributed to our book of haikus and participated in Random Kahoot Thursdays. That's a thing. Thank you to Maggie Brown, Caroline Callahan, Alyssa McDougall, Grace Norenberg, and many others for showing us what bravery looks like in the face of adversity. Thank you to Lydia Cordova, Eleanor Hannon, Caitlin Knutson, Zach Nowacek, Cole Powell, and many others for your artistic contributions that made West a more beautiful place for us all. Thank you to Ariana Street and Ella Jones for always being willing to try new things and never settling for mediocrity. Thank you to Megan Grimes for starting the history fact of the day on my board and doing your best to make sure I ate throughout the day. Thank you to Eli Basai for putting your intellectual curiosity front and center and showing me and your peers the impact of asking thoughtful and impactful questions. Thank you to Elijah Lovely for your interesting perspectives. Thank you and Charlie Scrady for the cinematic masterpiece that is Make-A-Wish. And thank you for your dedication to making flip phones a thing again. You can do it. And although I wish I could thank each one of you by name, dang it, Joe. I have time for but one more, and that is Joe Novotny. Nobody, and I mean nobody, makes people happier and uses a smile and laugh to greater effect than you, Joe. The number of times we crossed paths when I was feeling down and walked away feeling better would be impossible to tally. And the light you emanate can and does brighten any room you enter. Thank you, class of 2023, for all that you have done for our school and those following in your footsteps. Lastly, by law, graduation speeches must include some unsolicited advice or a challenge to the graduates. So let me end with this very simple plea. Be kind. When I think of the people who have impacted my life and helped me to become the person that I am, it always comes back to the way that they made me feel. The words I'm about to share with you were lifted from the graduation speech a younger version of me gave to the class of 2019. I'm not repurposing these words out of laziness or because I was having a difficult time getting this part right, which I was, but it was and is the best I can do on the subject. No matter where life takes you, there are things each and every one of us can do in our everyday lives to make this world a brighter place and elevate someone at the precise moment they need it. Lend your time and talents to help those less fortunate than you. Make it clear to everyone in your life that you are always there for them. Focus on really listening to people, not just hearing them. Do nice things for those you love for no other reason than wanting to bring a smile to their face. When someone in your orbit is struggling through tough times, make them the center of your universe. Express your love to others on a daily basis and never hesitate to remind people of why they are valued and cherished. Give hugs and then a few more. It was easy for me to come up with this list because each of these things that I just referenced were things that many of you did for me and for my colleagues in the time that you spent here at Wauwatosa West, and it impacted us in ways we cannot even begin to describe. Thank you for your love, your compassion, your kindness, and yes, your friendship. We cannot wait to see what your future holds, and please don't be strangers. We love you, and I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bennis. And now the time has come. This is the moment our students have been waiting for and our parents have been waiting for. Members of the Wauwatosa School District Board of Education, Dr. Eric Jessup Anger, Dr. Jenny Hogue, and Dr. Lynn Worley. As principal of Wauwatosa West High School, it is my duty and great pleasure to certify that the young men and women before you today have successfully fulfilled the credit and course requirements established by the state of Wisconsin and the Wauwatosa School District. Having done so, they have earned a diploma from Wauwatosa West High School. It is my honor to present to you the members of the Wauwatosa West graduating class. At this point, our faculty member, Mr. Kepke, will introduce those graduates.
Wow. No speech from me. Parents, we understand your excitement, but we respectfully request that you keep your applause to a minimal length. It's going to be difficult for me when my son graduates. So families of the next graduate may hear their names as they cross the stage. Caroline J. Callahan. Annabelle Camille Wooster. Ariana Heaven Street. Wen Jing Jang. Alexa Danielle Pitcher. Max Almazan. Stephen M. Ave. Sydney E. Badsian. Sarah Catherine Cape. Eleanor Ruth Hannan. Connor Owen Nykirk. Amanda Ronell Schaefer. Konstantinos Michael Toralukas. Hannah Lee Vienendahl. Eliana Josephine Victoria Jones. Melanie Nicole Alarcon. Angelica Faith Altoro. Charles Andrietta. Mallory J. Beisch. Alexis S. Beasley. Fernanda Gayano Campos. Elliot Q. Began. Sarah M. Blomfeld. Jakai E. Bohannon. Kaylee Antoinette Bouchard. London Bradley. Alexander Bradshaw. Isaac Brewer VIII. Jalen Andre Brown. Margaret Lucille Brown. Salvatore Bucaro. Abigail Suzanne Burgart. Ramaya Burnley. Kayla G. Butler. Kaylin J. Butler. Matthew A. Byrne. Musa D. Kamara. Shayna Kennedy. Fabiana Coralina Chacon Morales. Sydney Marie Chosick. Tanner Clayson. Nicholas A. Clementi. Julian Angelo Contreras. Lydia F. Cordova. Montail Cotton. Alex Q. Cunningham. Luke S. Denson. Lola Marie Dwyer. Edie Rose Ekblad. Shanye J. Edwards. Timothy Edwards. Amaya Joy Eisen McKinley. Delana Ellis. Ethan R. Espinoza. Logan R. Espinoza. Hope Christine Ewert. Will A. Floral. Braden Fradine. Andrew Freeborn. Jillian Marie Fry. Lauren Elizabeth Frogette. Olivia Marie Floral. Kiera Michelle Fulton. Sasha Ariel Guiardo. Oh. James Gentle. Julius A. Gibbs. Aiden Gamak. J. Gamak, sorry. Tyler C. Gamackerman. Bradley Gazer. Mariana Golombowski. Alexander Dulio Devin Graham. Jackson Lee. Cody Diacentos. Colin Hanoski. Megan E. Grimes. Stephen Hall. William Tyrone Harris. Helena Hasselberg. Tayden L. Hazelwood. Dylan A. Heater. Yadishmar S. Henry. Lawrence Herbert V. Elsie B. Hermanson. Leo Hernandez. Griffin A. Hick. Thomas Gwynn Hipke. Alea Angel Hodges Gilbert. Emily Grace Hoffman. Zuli Uvexion. Catherine D. Hoytig. Kiara M. Hurley. Noah Hurley. Richard T. Huynh. Zach T. Izzo. Jane E. Janiszewski. Cody A. Jelfs. Nona Johnson. Samaj Jalio Johnson. James W. Justham. Hannah E. Kabalowski. Liberty Paulina Cation. Thomas Kammermeyer. Indigo Rochelle Keith. Kiara Rose Kirby. David Clyer. Adam Klein. Patrick L. Klein. Caitlin Mackenzie Cluez. Celia M. Knutson. Caitlin Grace Knutson. Michaela M. Kester. Olivia M. Canepa. Emily Page Kramer. Avery J. Krieghoff. Sarek Riley Krug. Noah J. Kubiak. Griffin Lakatos. Matthew Lalande. Amira Rose Larry. Nicole F. Larson. Amaya Ann Lee. James Edward LeMay. Justin Lewis. Jackson T. Liebenthal. John Moki Lowe. John Lungzaga Jr. Elijah S. Lovely. Amaya Page McGee. Sky Went On May. Anthony Nuji Main. Mallory C. Malinowski. Barbie L. Malum. Isabella Candace Madsen. Noah James Maynard. Alyssa Marie McDougall. Zavori D. McGee Chesser. Brady Metzner. Isabella Luna Meyer. Muhammad Abdul Moyes. Carolyn L. Moulter. Naima Moss. Jordan A. Nash. Owen E. Newman. Grace J. Norenberg. Charles A. Nortrup. Joseph F. Novotny. Zachary David Nowacek. Evan C. Olson. Kendrell K. Parker Jackson. Emmett O. Pease. Andrew James Pierce. Karina A. Pelzik. Jackson Lee Peterson. Owen Pavanka. Isabel Alejandra Plasencia. Cole J. Powell. Carter Pumphrey. Connor C. Rade. Jeffrey E. Richardson. Janelle M. Ross. Jacob J. Rushford. Ryder M. Rezenkowski. Darian Samuel. Arias Elizabeth Sanders. Gracie Jean Santiago. Taylor Martin Santiago. Mari Schuber. Lucas Brian Schilling. Benjamin Schmidt. Keegan Adele Schmidt. Rachel Catherine Schneider. Jack Schwade. Sloan Contreras Sewell. Angela Maria Seifert. Josie Maria Seifert. Aaron I. Silva. Luke G. Simmert. Charles M. Scrady. James Smith. Owen E. Smith. Camille Iris Sokol. Lucas A. Spiker. Braden D. Spivey. Kerwin Splood. Sean Robert Stam Jr. Nadia J. Starich. Casey L. Stark. Caitlin A. St. Clair. Sophia Antoinette Steele. Alyssa J. Stewart. Annalise R. Strand. Haley J. Thorstenton. Jacob E. Tooley. Oon Tomlin. Sammy Triplett. Madalena I. Trotter. Kyla P. Vang. Ryan Liam Verosky. Olivia Grace Veit. Harry Kesh Venan Subaramanani. Thanks, Harry. Bethany Volmers. Olivia J. Wagner. Leo Wong. D. Maria Abrielle Washington. Dylan James Waters. Connor L. Weishar. Conlon P. Welch. Matthew Westrich. Carter M. Wilson. Ava Jane Wallert. Jaden Woods. Robert Marlowe Woods. Gnu Eliana Zhang. Neri Yang. Serenity Didi Yang. Sophia Josephine Zimmerman. Julia Rose Zimney.
Congratulations. It is not in my prepared remarks, but I just can't help but saying while we maybe didn't get the perfect start to the year we wanted, the sun set as we introduced our last graduate. So class of 2023, you certainly ended with a bang. So. I would like to begin my concluding remarks by congratulating and thanking all of our parents from the class of 2023. You've entrusted your child and all of their aspirations with us, and we thank you for that trust and that partnership for these 4 years. I'd like to thank our Board of Education for their presence and all of their work over the course of the year. Boardsmanship is hard work, and I appreciate it all, and these students are a big part of your success. Thank you to Dr. Means for your presence and all of your work. I understand that's a tough job. Congratulations to our faculty, and thank you to all of those who have participated today. You add some gravitas to the occasion, and the graduates certainly appreciate sharing this day with the people who guided them along. You have given so much of yourselves to your profession and these students. That's always the case in every year, but this group has faced headwinds we never imagined in education. You model persistence, patience, and much needed humor. You are a significant part of their journey. Your work with these students is done, but your impact will walk with them forever. I'd like to thank and congratulate our leadership team, my teammates and friends, Mr. John D'Amato, our athletic director, and our Dean of Students, Paige Recke. I'd like to thank and congratulate Leah Claiborne and Adam Bold. The burden of leadership is significant, and you all carry it with grace. You make hard work fun, and you are gifted leaders. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you for your leadership. And in particular, Mr. Bold and Ms. Claiborne, while I am the 4th principal that has served these students, you have supported them steadily with determination and commitment through some of the hardest years in West history. In particular, Ms. Claiborne has been here with this group for 4 challenging years. Today is your celebration as well. Thank you and congratulations. And most importantly, the class of 2023, thank you and congratulations. Just over a year ago, I made the hard decision to leave a place I'd worked and loved for a decade and start fresh in a new school. I was scared, maybe like many of you are, as you look to the uncertainty of your future. I was looking for 3 things to renew my professional passion. I wanted to find a place where I could have impact. I hope to find a place where I could collaborate, working with and for great people. I wanted joy. I found all 3 here with this staff, with this faculty, in this community, and with all of you, the class of 2023. When I made that decision, and in my first weeks and months, there were many people that wanted to define for me what West was. Many of them focused on the challenges, the barriers, the headwinds, the negativity. They talked about behaviors and things that were done in students' darkest moments. We all know that we face challenges, but their narrative was not accurate. It was not complete. Class of 2023, you define West. You wrote your own narrative, and you wrote our narrative. Under this class, West has proven to be a vibrant cross-section of our community. You not only tolerate differences, you celebrate them. You have led student unions celebrating and advocating for classmates and groups that are often marginalized or misunderstood. You have achieved at high levels. Your hard work led to the highest ACT composite score in 5 years. You've made a significant increase at West in the number of advanced placement exams given. These are astounding accomplishments given all of the challenges of teaching and learning in recent years. Your public policy team, APSI, won the state champion the past 2 years and finished 9th in the national We the People competition last year and finished 5th in the nation this year with the leadership of some of those teaching assistants. You left your mark on that storied West program. This class has contributed to Wauwatosa being named the best community for music ed for 2 consecutive years. This stems from the stellar accolades in marching band, color guard, pit band, solo ensemble, jazz and concert bands, and choir. We are an exceptional musical school. More than half of you have been athletes here. This year, our athletic program has produced nearly 40 all-conference athletes, 111 scholar athletes, 18 state qualifiers. Our boys basketball team claimed its first ever conference championship with your own Owen Smith serving as the senior captain. Cheer qualified for state, and the Tosa dance team won back-to-back state championships in the hip-hop division. They are a dynasty. Others of you leaned over the line to qualify to graduate in these final days and weeks. Congratulations to you as well for persisting and seeing this stage of your journey through. You will have overcome barriers that made this journey difficult. Some of you may be headed off to be a first-generation college student. Be proud of that. I welcome you to that club that I proudly joined. You have contributed to our narrative of excellence and are groundbreakers for your family. If you have persisted through mental health challenges that plague people across our nation today, at your age to cross this stage, congratulations to you. You represent hope for so many of and your stories have made us all so much stronger. Your theater program here continues to be recognized locally and nationally as a top performing group, as evidenced by another Jerry Award for Outstanding Musical for our spring production of Cinderella. You have earned us the right at Wauwatosa West to represent the state of Wisconsin as the only school in Wisconsin to produce Disney's Frozen next year. Thank you for that gift to our theater program. You have an individual here who has achieved a perfect ACT score, national merit recognition. We have students across this group who have earned certifications as certified nursing assistants and in the trades. We had Gold and Key Art Awards displayed at the Public Museum, students recognized in foreign language events, statewide and nationally, and a film featured in the Milwaukee Film Festival. Yes, give them all a round of applause. Graduates, you wrote the narrative of West that this faculty has lived and this community appreciates. It's a special place that meets challenges head on, but will never be defined by our headwinds, our challenges, our bad moments. We are a diverse school that celebrates differences and supports the unique path that each of you has chosen. We are defined by the hundreds and even thousands of great moments that represent your journey. I hope that all of you find what you have given me, a path where you have impact, where you can work with amazing people, and a place where you will feel joy in your work. During the We the People competition that I attended in Washington, D.C. this year, a judge asked one of our West students, a current junior, if they were optimistic about the future of America. Her response was quick and sharp. I'm not worried about the next few years, but I'm optimistic about things when we take over. I can't wait to follow the stories of this class and to see the positive impact you will make. I agree with Callie. We'll be in good hands as you succeed and lead in the years ahead. Congratulations to the class of 2023. Would the members of the class of 2023 please stand? Love it. As the newest alumni of Wauwatosa West, and in keeping with the tradition at the graduation ceremony, you may now flip your tassels from right to left. And in a moment, we'll make the countdown for the obligatory hat toss. We talked about this. We got one more moment in us. We got one shot. I will count down from 3. And on 1, if you're so inclined, I want you to throw that hat with the greatest celebration you've ever had. Congratulations to the class of 2023. Good luck in your future. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. And they're gone.